Welcome to our annual awards breakfast, recognizing people, places, and organizations who fulfill the goals of Forterra's Cascade and Olympic agendas. Here are this year's award winners. The New Directions of Livable Communities Award goes to the Tacoma Housing Authority for the Salishan 7 project and for creating great communities that serve all residents now and for generations to come.
The history of Salishan really began with the attack on Pearl Harbor. When that particular war started for this country, the federal government realized that a lot of people were headed to the Northwest to build the ships and planes that won that war. The federal government built Salishan. It was built as emergency housing. By the end of the 1990s, Salishan was worn out. The Tacoma Housing Authority, with many partners, undertook to tear it all down, tear it all up in what became the largest redevelopment in the history of the city.
I was a single mom who didn't choose education. When I was trying to raise my kids, it was all about providing for them, making ends meet. I wasn't able to improve the quality of their life on educational levels or any other level. It was just trying to keep a roof over their head. When I moved into Salishan, it took away that whole stress because my rent's based on my income.
So you eat what's underneath the ground then, right?
Oh, I got it. When you move into Salishan, your neighbors are Russian, Ukrainian, Cambodian, and we don't speak the same language, but we communicate so well.
Race, language, national origin, income, age, ability and disability, and homeowner and renter. At Salishan, they are integrating factors.
What most impressed me is the willingness for Tacoma Housing Authority and the team just to really go out on a limb to see what could be done. Salishan 7 was 91 homes. The actual energy savings related to Salishan 7 alone is the same amount of energy that would power 51 homes. So we effectively removed 51 homes from the electrical grid. About $400 a year savings for a tenant. If you're a low-income person, that's some significant savings.
There are people at THA who have thrown their hearts, lives, and marriages into building Salishan.
The Community Service Award goes to David and Gay Santier for their efforts to help conserve the 203-acre Buckley Forest Preserve.
When Gay and I moved here, we're outdoors people, so that's why we got our little corner next to the woods that we always thought would be here. And we started exploring the woods, and we've just enjoyed having it as a great neighbor. We saw a for sale sign go up, and we went, this is state forest land, how could this sell? It seemed strange, so we started asking questions, and we learned that it had gone for a land swap with a timber company, and that they were basically liquidating the property, and suddenly our neighbor, the woods, was potentially not going to be here anymore. I started working with Cascade Land Conservancy, which of course is Forterra. I found that Pierce County Conservation Futures offered a grant that we could apply for, and here we are today, walking in the woods.
One of the main things that makes the property so unique and so special is the community that surrounds the property. David and Gay Santier have, over the years, really worked hard with the community to take care of it as it exists today as a recreational property. There are trails that are very well maintained. It is a great day for the county.
I am here experiencing this now, and I would always like my nephews and young relatives to grow up and their kids to be able to do the same thing and not have to think about, well, it sure would have been nice to see those woods before they disappeared, because now they're here.
The Innovative Conservation Project Award goes to the City of Seattle for the inclusion of the Landscape Conservation and Local Infrastructure Program in the South Lake Union Rezone.
What we know is that if we're going to be a truly sustainable place, we have to give people great places to live and at the same time protect our natural infrastructure, Puget Sound, our farms, our forests. And we can make a difference here in Seattle by how we grow our city in a way that helps the whole region be sustainable.
We protect land in the rural areas by buying the development rights. We then take those development rights into the city, sell them to developers in order to build to the density that we want them to do. And then in turn, we get local infrastructure funding from King County based on the property taxes that those developers will now generate because they built the development. It's almost like magic.
As mayor of Tacoma, one of the reasons that I wanted to join the Forterra board was to really help them expand their mission and help people see the role that Forterra plays in urban communities as well as rural communities. I would like to commend King County Executive Dow Constantine for his willingness to partner with the city, and Seattle for being very innovative and having a willingness to use this tool at South Lake Union. I hope that other cities will see this tool and take an opportunity to use it as well.
We're going to have 12,000 housing units and 20,000 new jobs in South Lake Union as a result of this legislation. That gives us the opportunity to have a great community where people can live close to their work, reduce their transportation costs, have good employment, all of the things that really make a city work effectively and efficiently.
So we're getting the best of both worlds because what we're doing is working across government. We're looking at the city government, the county government, and the state government to make sure that we're putting the incentives in the right places, supporting the places where people live with new investments and protecting places that make our city, our region so wonderful.
The John Stanford Educational Achievement Award goes to Washington Green Schools for creating a sustainable region through educational experiences that transform school environments.
We created a Discovery Kids Green Team.
If we didn't have the green team, even reusable stuff would go into landfill, and then soon most of the earth would be landfill, and we don't want that to happen.
We better educate all of you guys on how to compost, recycle, and reuse some of the products we have.
Washington Green Schools is here to support students and families and communities in creating greener, healthier school environments, helping kids learn that the natural resources that we depend on are parts of their everyday lives and that their choices can make a difference.
You guys saved 6 full, huge garbage trucks from going to the landfill.
Okay, you ready to dig with me? Okay, get your shovel ready.
This has been one of our big initiatives over the past 3 years as far as the sustainability in the lunchroom and the composting and the recycling. And it's just been a kind of a student-led initiative that's just been really exciting.
Recycle. We just put like milk cartons in here and plastic bags, also like cartons.
They can recognize their results. They see that they can make a difference, and that empowers them and prepares them to be leaders for the next generation.
Discovery Elementary is hereby certified as a Level 2 Washington Green School.
We're the Green Team! Blue Team!